The nursing profession is still dealing with shortages across the country. How one Arizona college is hoping to tackle the issue in 2023.
With the flu, COVID, and RSV cases up nationwide, there is a critical need for doctors and nurses everywhere. And right now, there is a continued push to an ongoing nursing shortage that's plagued our nation for years now. The Arizona College of Nursing hoping to tackle that shortage as we head into 2023. So joining us now to provide more insight into the shortage is VP of Nursing Regulatory Affairs at the Arizona College of Nursing, Dr. Barbara Hall. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. So what's the situation like? We know that burnout has been cited as one of the main reasons why nurses try to find a different line of career.
Well, I would like to highlight a couple things about the nursing shortage. And one is, before the pandemic of COVID, we already had a shortage. Unfortunately, across the United States, Arizona is one of the top 10 states for the most severe shortage, brought on by an expanding population and the retirements of the baby boomers. In addition to that, we had COVID that caused compassion fatigue. So compassion fatigue is a culmination of moral distress, of mental exhaustion, and emotional exhaustion, coupled with the staffing shortages causing burnout. So we have a population growing, we have burnout in nursing, and we also have about 1 million nurses scheduled to retire by 2030, according to the American Association of Colleges of Nursing. We also have a capacity issue in nursing schools. We don't have enough enrollments to keep up with the demand. So hence the crisis that is currently being experienced and pending.
So what are some of the things that are being done right now to try to address this need? What kind of trends are we seeing?
We're seeing schools like Arizona College of Nursing hoping to be an option to get more students that are qualified into nursing programs. Across Arizona, there are hundreds of qualified student applicants that aren't able to get enrolled because of limited capacity. Tens of thousands of qualified applicants aren't able to get in across the U.S. So Arizona College of Nursing has a 3-year BSN program where students can get a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing in 3 years and get out to start serving the community as registered nurses.
And in terms of the makeup of people who are going to become nurses, are we seeing that also differ, starting to change?
We're seeing a lot more diversity in the student population that is interested in healthcare. And we know from research that when the nurses' ethnicity, race, culture mirrors the population, it really enhances the quality and safety of the care. And so we are seeing that here in Arizona as well as across the nation.
And also when it comes to dealing with some of the burnout in schools, I know that we've read that some schools are bringing on other like therapy or even animals on site to just kind of help them deal with it.
So we do at Arizona College of Nursing have pet therapy that we bring in before testing for students. We also are very in tune to the resilience that is needed in our nursing population. I was talking about the emotional exhaustion, mental exhaustion, and moral distress. When students are introduced to mindfulness, being intentional about giving themselves a break if they don't do well on a test, or if they don't know how to care for a patient in the exact way the textbook says, that they can do a reset, refresh, and then have resilience to maintain in their studies. And then when they get out into the profession, they'll be able to take that mindfulness forward. We also encourage them to make sure that they're eating healthy, that they're getting the rest they need and sleep, and that they're avoiding those vices that sometimes people turn to in time of crisis, like alcohol and other drugs, to really pull that back, the alcohol consumption back, and do the mindfulness techniques instead, exercise, eating right, and just being generally healthy.
And Dr. Hall, really quickly, how can people get more information about the school?
Absolutely. So they can visit the website at arizonacollege.edu.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us this morning.